Bitcoin Globe Day 1278, counting the days down until the next Bitcoin halving. We're one day closer to that next Bitcoin halving. I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about, and it's basically going to be a rehash of what I was talking about yesterday in regards to mining. I think the equation is quite simple in my opinion. If you believe that the price of Bitcoin is going to go up quite a bit in the year 2017, then you shouldn't get mining because the uh, the difficulty is going to increase if the price goes up a lot because more people are going to want to mine it. Imagine if it goes up. Let's just say the best case scenario, Bitcoin goes up to $100,000. That's the best case scenario, but that's quite a hefty number, right? $100,000. Current value of 100 USD right now. Current value. Bitcoin goes up to that. Will Everybody's going to be mining on their phones. Every device is going to be able to probably mine Bitcoin, even if it's just a few Satoshi. I imagine most devices will be able to mine Bitcoin at that point. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think if Bitcoin goes up to a high level, then you'll be able to tap in and just mine a few Satoshi with any sort of device. Let's say I'm using my Android phone to mine Bitcoin and I use that to pay for data or wireless or something like that, that would be a great future. Bitcoin using my power in my phone to mine Bitcoin. Now, if you believe that the price is going to down, then maybe it's worth it to get mining now because it's at a high right now. Then in your mind, and maybe it is 950. We still seem to be holding steady above that. So let's say Bitcoin, you buy some mining now, and Bitcoin price drops down to 750. Maybe it goes all the way back down to 450. Then that investment was probably worth it because the difficulty will go down because not many people are going to be mining it, and those miners you got from Genesis or Hashness or whatever, make sure you're getting a legitimate cloud mining because many of them, all they're doing, many of these fake cloud mining schemes, you give them let's say you give them one Bitcoin, they've set up some kind of mathematical thing where they're going to pay you back 0.6 or 0.7 and then keep 0.3. So you think you're making this amount of money for months, and you do your calculations, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to make a return on investment in 6 months, but they cut out like at month 4 with your money and they take off, which has happened to me many times. There have been a lot of fake Ponzi-ish mining schemes, and you're making more than you think you should be or something like that, so you're like sharing it. One time I shared BitAge with people. Unfortunately, please man, forgive me if you bought into BitAge. I think only like one person used my affiliate, which was good, and BitAge, and we both lost a little bit of Bitcoin in BitAge. It was just a high-up scam. You need to look out for these high-up scams. Remember, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. I've never had a problem with the Hashness pack mix. Mine's still doing really well. It's not like excessively well. It's making a nice amount of Bitcoin. It's increasing my Bitcoin in a safe way. If the Bitcoin price does go up to high levels, then it may shut down. The S9s, I don't know how competitive the S9s will be. It's hard to say. My S7s were shut off, my S5s were shut off, my S4s were shut up because the prices increased so much. When I bought in was like $200 for a Bitcoin, and I bought mining all the way up like 300, 400, maybe even 500. I bought some mining. Now it's at 900, and those miners that I have bought have been shut off. They did not even make nearly close to a return on investment, and I lost a lot of Bitcoin. So hopefully you could learn from my mistakes and not to buy into Bitcoin too much. So another some other Bitcoins I've lost was I bet on Bernie Sanders back in the day. His message resonated with me the most, and hopefully our current president does the right thing for us and we move forward in a more positive direction. Maybe we see, these technology takes the place of politics. Technology is a god in some ways. It seems more powerful to me than technology. And so hopefully technology changes the world in a more positive direction, more so than politics can. Politics probably won't be able to keep up. Maybe, who knows? I don't think it'll be keep up with the rate of innovation and technology. And the blockchain technology is an example of that. That's it for this video, guys. Day 1278. We're counting the days down into the next Bitcoin. The price seems to be holding steady above 950 as I predicted in a past video, so we're right on there. Oh, UFC 207 tonight. I will be tuning in for that. I'm hoping Ronda's looking good. I have to admit, in the weigh-ins, I watched the weigh-ins. Ronda's looking really good. and I need Amanda Nunes to win. My ticket, if maybe I could post my ticket so you guys can see it. I've won like 6, 7 parlays. If you don't know what a parlay is, it's where you pick more than one bet essentially, and you chain them together. So let's say in the case of UFC, let's say you have 3 fighters, and I believe this guy's gonna win, this guy's gonna win, this guy's gonna win, right? So I make 3 different picks and I chain them all together, and it increases my winning. So I could bet a small amount of Bitcoin and win a lot. I've chained together quite a big one. And the cap was Ronda Rousey losing to Amanda Nunes, which it's going to be close. Ronda was looking good. She was looking fit. I've never seen her looking so like hard. However, Amanda Nunes striking is phenomenal. I do think this probably will be over under 1.5 rounds. That's probably the safest pick in hindsight. I think I wish I'd picked that, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll go the distance. Misha Tate went the distance with Ronda, and Amanda Nunes knocked out Misha Tate pretty quickly, but Amanda Nunes was definitely on the decline. I don't think she was, her heart was in it, or maybe her heart was in it, but maybe her body wasn't there, and so she's retired since then. Yeah, so, and I think Lineker might win, and I think Cody might win, and I'm just picking these guys mainly because they're the underdogs. Dominic's a monster. I love Dominic. He has such a unique lumbering style that's really difficult, and I'm not sure how Cody's going to deal with that. Except Cody is training with with Uriah Faber, who has fought um, Dominic Cruz 3 times. So maybe that coaching will help a lot and get him prepared for this fight. That's the fight I'm most excited for. I'm really excited for the Lineker and shoot, I don't know, DJ. Is it not DJ? TJ Dillashaw. I'm really excited for that fight, and the Cody Garbrandt Dominic is the fight I'm most excited about. Amanda Nunes, that'll be it. I'm mostly excited about that because if I win, I'll get a nice amount of Bitcoin. Yeah, so if you're interested in making UFC parlay picks or any sport, esport, anything like that, blackjack, poker, or betting on any sports or parlaying on any sports, you could just use a small amount of Bitcoin and win a lot if you know your sport. To me, it's kind of like monetizing my sports, my knowledge of UFC. I love watching UFC. I try to watch every UFC, and that knowledge hopefully snowballs into the point where I'm able to make a good pick. That's it for this video. As I've already said, I kind of went into the UFC a bit, but it's related to Bitcoin. You can like the video. If you don't like the video, put a thumbs down so I know how to, like, it'll make me work a little bit harder on the video quality or whatnot. This is the best I could do right now with my MacBook. The sound quality is not too bad actually with this Mac speakers. I'm quite impressed with it. Yeah, guys, have a great day. Hope you enjoy UFC 2.